The temperature had dropped to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, although hot wind blew erratically. Xandria wouldn't have made it otherwise. She ran into her office, dropped on the daybed, let the respirator fall from her wrist. Leaning back, she readjusted her vocoder dilatator earpiece and closed her eyes. Sassafras. Orbit Pavilion folder, please. On command, Sassafras projected a file to her task screen. In the muted image, an individual posed in front of NASA's Orbit Pavilion exhibit, hand extended into the air, touching an aluminum panel of the large nautilus-shaped structure. Harmony Brown, her mother. Xandria remembered now. The Orbit Pavilion was one of the last exhibitions they attended together. Her mother's death, one of the many the prior year. This loss was different. Evren's blunt reminder of grief she'd apparently tucked deep seemed cruel. That's improbable. We've been over this. What to do? The usual. Cry. Breathe. Xandria sprang out of her slump on the daybed to a sitting position. With each inhale and exhale, she allowed her eyes to roam, taking comfort in her personal collection of framed ephemera and pieces of her own artwork leaning on tabletops and the floor. She was especially proud of those from the 20th century, a Union Convention brochure from the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters, a fall edition of the Negro Traveler's Green Book, her parents' concert tickets from the 1972 Watt-Stax music concert she'd had framed. The private office was intended as temporary, and decorating it camouflaged the reason she was allocated the space in the first place, a medical accommodation. Sassafras. Close, please. The task screen transitioned to blank black. She steadied her glassy gaze on the bonsai centered on the small conference table. Breathe. Breathe. Perspiration reformed on her upper lip. She closed her eyes, swallowed, inhaled, exhaled. She was ready to restart her curatorial selections, but didn't have the energy to return underground. No more stairs, not going back outside mid-morning. Cypress. On, please, she said, moving toward her desk to sit in her mesh aligner chair. Cypress, the virtual transporter, engaged on Xandria's command, rolling slightly forward from a corner. Its telescoping far-field speaker microphone arm was clamped to its pole below the navigation camera available for use. Visual on Octavia E. Butler Collection. Cypress moved closer to Xandria's line of sight. A small display monitor transmitted a live feed of pick-and-place robots in suspense mode, ready to receive instructions. Speaker on, please. Cypress's microphone arm swung out. Her wrist wearable didn't have sufficient visual range into the archives.